If there's anyone here who's feeling a little nervous, maybe a little worried or apprehensive, then you're either me, because I am, or you just married Paul Turner. But anyway, I think we all agree Kim is looking absolutely stunning today. So, where do I start with Paul? Well, for starters, he's handsome, he's witty, intelligent, he's I don't know, sorry, Paul, I can't read your handwriting. Can't be late, mate, alright? Only joking anyway. To be fair though, nobody ever seems to give the groom a compliment. So I think we all agree Paul is looking pretty good today. For those of you though who don't know this, Paul is actually one of the most hairiest men in Britain. With that in mind, I would really like to thank the staff at Chester Zoo and 8 for getting him ready today. The thing is, right, Paul used to take the mick out of me for having a hairy chest. But if you look at him in the mirror now, he looks more like King Kong. Today though, I must admit, I was really nervous about making this speech. But to be quite honest, I feel comfortable by the fact that I actually practiced this speech in front of a live audience. In front of an old people's home. I think it went pretty well anyway, because they pissed themselves anyway. But the other week though, when I started writing this speech, I really didn't know where to start. So, like Paul said, bad luck on the internet. Always a great place to start. And do you know what? I really found some really good stuff on there. Then I realised I was making the best man speak. But anyway, the real stuff. I've known Paul just about all my life. In the early days, we used to spend our time making dens in the garden, using materials that we could find from Paul's dad's shed. Paul also was really good at climbing trees. Always had to take it up a branch a little bit higher than what I could climb. Normally I'd get stuck on the first branch and I'd have to cry my eyes out while Paul had to guide me down the tree to get back on the floor. Bike riding was always entertaining with Paul as a kid. I remember Paul on many occasions cycling down the road with his leg wrapped behind his leg, the head, sorry. That was a proper pie trick. But not enough now. We have got a mountain bike and a few pints a night going to show us that. To be fair, me and Paul and our first taste of fame back at the age of 9. He knows what's coming. We set up our own rock band. Some of you might have heard of us. We were called the Rockers, weren't we? We were very good. We were amazing. Me on the guitar, we had Paul on the bucket, and our friend Ian on the toy piano. Back then, we were pretty innocent. We were really nice guys, weren't we? And this innocence showed in our first song together. This was probably our hit record. It was called Come Back Sweetheart. The lyrics of the song read this. The lyrics were, come back sweetheart, come, come, come. Come back sweetheart, come, come, come. So, only if we really knew the real reason behind that. Unfortunately, after a short period, the band went our separate ways. First of all, due to the neighbour threatening to call the police for us making too much noise, and also Paul's dad needing his buckets back. To be fair though, I can't really stand here today and talk about loads of embarrassing stories about Paul. Because the problem was, most of the embarrassing stories happened to me. Normally, it was with Paul starting a lot of practical jokes on me. Kim also had kind of her part in that as well. Maybe that's why they're so good together, because they're like partners in crime. I remember one Saturday night a few years back, I think you'll remember this, we were around Kim's house. We had quite a few drinks, a few vodkas and cokes, John Smiths. I fell asleep. Paul and Kim thought it was absolutely hilarious to cover my face in rude words. This wasn't in Biro, this wasn't in Fouttip, it was in Tippex. The problem was though, this backfired for them, because the Tippex ran into my eyes and stuck my eyelids down. As I was waking up, they started panicking because I couldn't open my eyes. Yeah, Paul had to open my eyelids up. They put so much effort into this prank. They took down every single mirror in the house so I couldn't see my reflection. But a bit later on though, you know, I was getting a bit tired. I thought, oh, I need to go home. Paul said, all right, I'll take you home, mate. So we caught the bus home. I got on the bus, sat down. There was a girl sitting there, she started smiling at me. I thought I'd pulled. Started chatting to her, I was thinking, yeah, I'm there. I didn't realise I looked like an absolute dick. The thing was though, got home, looked at myself in the mirror, and I realised the state I looked. Let's just say the text messages I sent Kim and Paul for the next few days weren't very pleasant, and it took me over an hour to scrape the Tippex off my face. Out of our friends back in the early days, like Paul said earlier, he was the first to pass his driving test. He saved a lot of money through his paper rounds and bought his first car, which was a Peugeot 306. Let's just say he's not just spending the money on the car, he spent a lot of money on a body sports kit. This Demon body sports kit with shiny alloys. He got the car lowered. He thought it was alright. But what he didn't tell everyone is that the car's maximum speed was 50 miles an hour. That was downhill. Quite a little bit of time after that, me and Paul went on one of our first lads' holidays together. And this was with me and Paul, our friend Lee, and also Condi. We went to Torquay. Paul was eager to drive to Torquay. But no. Not all of us could go in his car. Could we, Paul? No. Paul had his car lowered so much that he couldn't have passengers in the back. Because it would drag on the body of the sports kit. So me and Condi had to catch the train. That was an entertaining journey, wasn't it, Condi? The train got evacuated, leaning to the side. We didn't go first class after that, did we? It was alright.
That's just me being a chew.
But anyway, we should go a bit of science now. Scientific fact for you all. Apparently, the continents of Europe and America are moving towards each other at a rate of 5 centimetres a year. Quite honest, that isn't a lot, is it? You know, you might think that is very slow progress, but scientists have actually created a scale to measure things that move very slowly. This is known as the Paul Turner scale. as it is based on the time it's taken Paul to put a ring on Kim's finger. As you know, Paul and Kim have been together for about 12 years. As you probably imagine, the early days were a little different. For starters, Paul had a full head of hair. And he didn't have to worry about a comb over. But like any relationship, they had their ups and downs, maybe little tiffs from there, here and there. But over the years, their relationship has grown stronger and stronger. They are an amazing couple and they're both really great friends to me and have been fantastic friends over the years with great support. Someone once said that marriage is like a 50-50 partnership, but anyone who believes that clearly doesn't know about women or fractions. Kim, knowing my friend Paul for all these years, I know that he will always look after you and treat you right. He will be a great husband to you, but remember Kim, even though you might think Paul is perfect on the outside, He will have his faults. So remember, always stay calm and always make sure that your fridge is topped up with wine. Also, never get angry when Paul is unable to multitask. Because all women here today know men can't multitask. We just do one job properly. But seriously, Paul, you've been a truly great friend to me over the years, no matter what. And even though we live 200 miles from each other, it's shown that distance doesn't matter between mates. And you've always been there through the good and bad times. I'm so glad to have you both as amazing friends. Even though you have pulled a few pranks, and I can't mention all tonight, because I'll be here all day to be honest. I do hope Paul and Kim do have a really good honeymoon in Wales. I assume that's where they're going anyway, because when I asked Paul where he was going for his honeymoon, he said he was, after the wedding, he was going to bang it for a fortnight. But anyway, we'd like to propose a toast to the bride and groom. So if everyone can stand up. Right. May today be the beginning of a wonderful, new and long-lasting chapter in their lives. And may their love, honour and cherish each other just as much as they do today. So here's to the bride and groom, Mr. and Mrs. Turner.